Spoken words are hard to come by lately. Ever since you turned
So,
around and called
we are
me
here
baby.
again with the lovely L'Oreal Keys.
Who would have known
We did a little video snippet on our way to our hiking trip one time. Conversation ended up starting due to my back post-spinal fusion. 12 years this past July. So, I'm just having these talks because I know I'm having issues, especially going into the fall and the winter season with my inflammation post-surgery. So I figured it would be helpful to share. So with my girl, she has gone to school and she does a lot of studies, and I'll have her introduce some of that, but we're just going to touch on our intake in terms of having less inflammation into our bodies.
I'll just say, I went to school for midwifery, where I spent a lot of time just delivering babies in people's houses and just learning to hone in my love for women and the natural birth movement and everything like that. And I too have my own issues with inflammation. I fell asleep at the wheel one day after being out of birth for 3 days. Rolled my car into a ditch, and I suffered a lot from a lot of shit, really. So I ended up having a lot of inflammation on my brainstem. So for me, that kind of pushed me forward into living a little bit of a healthier lifestyle, eating more plant-based foods, eating more things that can naturally help regulate and get rid of the inflammation that's in my body. So that's kind of where I can relate and I understand, but on a totally different level. Definitely not what this girl experiences, that's for sure. Last time we were talking about curcumin, which is a component of turmeric. And it's really interesting that we're doing this because Jason just sent me this article today. He sent me this article today and it was talking about, I kind of want to pull it up.
Yeah.
So it's this article that's talking about turmeric. So turmeric is something that's come into our consciousness really as of most recently.
Trend.
It's a trend. Yeah, it's trending.
Yes,
It's
healthy
crazy.
trend.
Turmeric is, but is it healthy?
Woo!
So there's this study that just came out and from Stanford University, and they have been taking samples of turmeric from Bangladesh specifically, and they have found that most of the turmeric coming out of Bangladesh is infused with lead. And so the lead helps to give it that bright, vibrant color. So,
Right.
of course, I always want to encourage people to take turmeric root and ingest it however they can, but definitely make sure that when you're taking it, it's organic and
Right.
really, really making sure that where it's sourced from
Yeah.
isn't doing this.
And you have to also be careful on the wording because they changed the wording, and marketing wise, just like you were saying, the
natural.
lead, right, the lead in that is helping to boost the color, not the nutrition of the actual substance that they're abusing.
Right. Right.
That for us to have a positive intake. So make sure you're reading the labels. Just like for sugar, they have so many different words for sugar on a product. So just make sure you're reading what intakes you're intaking.
Yeah, basically,
body.
yeah, really, it's super important because people love bright, vibrant spices, and it increases the market value. So that's just something to really pay attention to.
Right.
Just where it's coming from. So turmeric is awesome.
I know me personally, I've been doing a lot of smoothies. So I've been trying to, with the antioxidants and berries, so I try to do berries. I try to put some type of green in there, like spinach or something. And then I always add, no matter what I'm mixing, I always try to add a little bit of turmeric. To at any time I add it in that. What else? Or even in my seasoning. For whatever. Just because you're already putting spices in there anyways, why not just add that?
Yeah.
So any way that I can get it into my body, because my scar tissue is so massive and it keeps building after it's broken down. So to help keep that down, like the inflammation is because my body's getting irritated from something. So I have to keep the scar tissue down, but everything's a cycle, but I have to make it a routine, a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Just like you said, like after your accident, you have to change your lifestyle in order to make sure that you're living your best life.
Completely. And another thing that, so I was studying under 2 naturopathic doctors, which was absolutely incredible. We had our own apothecary, so we were essentially prescribing herbs in different ways for our patients and clients, and also supplements and supplementation. So one protocol that the doctors wanted me to try really helped me out, and it was a combination of taking B6, it's a liquid form of B6, as well as OptiMag Neuro, which is something that I suggested for you as well.
Right.
OptiMag Neuro, it's a form of calcium and magnesium threonate, which is the most bioavailable form of it, and it's like the only form of the magnesium that actually crosses your blood-brain barrier. So for me, it was one of the only supplements that would actually work on taking down the inflammation on my brainstem.
Oh, right,
so because of my accident, I'm sure you've noticed, all of my friends and family have noticed, I was like legitimately like slow. Like I like brain fogginess, and just like I'm very forgetful.
Right.
It's like I don't remember things that happened yesterday. So I started this like program, and I've kind of fallen off the wagon. It's not easy to stay on it, and it gets expensive.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Which is every day.
You have to commit to it.
Right.
But the calcium and magnesium, it just, I don't know what it does. It just helps you just relax, and it really helps assist you in your body of getting rid of that irritant and that inflammation. I've been taking it the past 4 nights, and I am sleeping like a motherfucking baby.
Okay.
It's crazy, and I feel a lot better.
And it's available where?
Everywhere. Yeah.
So Amazon Prime, so I can get that tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Amazon Prime. I just went down to the vitamin shop. I have an account there with them, so I got it there. And it's in powder form. You can get different flavors, and you just mix it in your juices, but you do have to be really careful with how much you take, just because of definitely follow the instructions, and then kind of listen to your body and how it responds, because magnesium relaxes your muscles, and in doing that, in all honesty, it just makes you shit. So if you take too much, you're gonna wake up in the morning just like pooping your brains out. So you have to learn what works for your body, and there's a little trial and error there, but yeah, it really works. And
follow directions.
They're there for a reason. Yeah.
You can't become Superman overnight.
No, it takes time, and it takes learning, and really what it is, it's about learning. Our bodies are telling us something is not okay, and we're trying to learn it.
And that's one thing too, like even though there are things that can work for our bodies, we all may need a different amount, a different way of intake. You know, so don't give up. Figure out what works for you, and what works for somebody else may not work for you. So
that's so real.
Definitely. But definitely make sure you're getting the knowledge though about other ways to help your body. Because I know in terms of like she was saying, I have a lot of inflammation, I'm in pain every single day. I'm not going to talk about it because there's no need to talk about it. It's a negative vibe, you know? So like there's so much I could not be doing, so I focus on things I can do. Like I can still walk after my surgery.
Yeah, girl.
You know, like my surgery was 7.5 hours long. You know, it was the majority of my back. I move like this, okay? But everyone's different. Like I could be in such a worse situation, so just get knowledge about other ways that you can better your body in terms of a natural way. Because I was on prescription medicines, which I was like, all right, yeah, this is working. Like I was feeling less pain, but then my appetite was shot.
You were tiny.
Like I am already small.
Yeah.
Like
you were getting skinny. I'm like, ooh, girl.
I was like, I can't fit my small leggings. Like what is going on? Like, I was like, what's going on? So,
Yeah.
just listening to your body. Like, you know when you're not feeling good. You know when you might be feeling bloated or you're just sore, you just feel different. When you feel different, okay, start with one thing. Start drinking water more. Maybe that's
huge.
Just start drinking water more with everything that you do. Just switch it. Or if you don't want to go that far, if you like soda, go to juice.
Yeah.
Then go to water.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to do everything in an instant. Just listen to your body. Just start slow. Move slow.
Yeah.
One day at a time. It does take about 28 to 30 days to make something a routine. A habit. So just start there. Just one thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to do a whole bunch. And then you're going to see the difference in just that one thing.
Now I'm going to call her out real quick because you ate an entire bagel yesterday. And let's talk about bread. So bread and carbs and yeast love to create mucus and inflammation, as well as the dairy and the cream cheese you ate on your bagel. So
it was banging.
It was delicious.
But because I'm also a singer though too, because you did say it does cause a lot of mucus and stuff like that, I do auditions and I have to have my voice at a certain place. I do supplement the Mucinex and I help get that out, and also with my vocal warm-ups when I do lip trills, which are it helps vibrate here.
Get that stuff out.
Right. So though I do have bad habits, I try to correct them.
You're human.
I'm human. And I like an everything bagel toasted dark with that cream cheese.
It's so delicious. I just can't do it.
But I don't do it every day. But yesterday was calling me.
Yeah, and my feelings were hurt. So
yes, sorry. She's in a whole nother journey right now.
I am on a complete and total juice cleanse. So I am not eating any food.
At all. It's liquid.
I've cheated a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, pistachios. That's cheating.
Yeah, I mean it's really hard. It's really interesting. Like where your brain goes of like detoxing. It's like you're detoxing your body, but you're also detoxing like your spirit and your like your mind. Because like my mind is like, bitch, you're hungry. It was time to eat 3 days ago. Where the fuck is the food?
Right. Where is it?
Yeah, and it's this mental battle of like, I actually am so fully nourished. I don't need anything. Shut the fuck up. And so this girl, I'm like sitting here.
Everything bagel.
She's got this everything bagel with the garlic and the onions and the cream cheese. And
I'm like, girl,
got
I'm
the cream
so sorry.
cheese all over her face, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, man! Like, come on.
It was great though.
Yeah.
With my apple cider ice.
Yes.
Cider.
Come on. And I'm over
That
here
was great.
Drinking grass and.
I mean, earlier that day I had a smoothie with some turmeric in it.
Fair. I support that.
You know, give and take.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every day, you know, it's a different challenge every day.
Yeah, but I will say that it's something too that helps with inflammation is juicing every once in a while. It kind of just presses restart on your entire immune system, your lymphatic system. It cleanses your body from like so many different toxins and even heavy metals, which is a huge thing that also causes inflammation.
Wow. Right.
Which are literally everywhere, and you also have the metal in your body from your surgery. So maybe a juice cleanse for a few days.
Yeah, that might help too.
And like just try like 1 or 2 days and see where you go, and then maybe
my body will be like, oh, what's this? This might work or something. Because something about my body is when I start doing something that helps my body and calms my body and makes me feel really good. My body is like, oh no you didn't. We about to get your body all tightened up twice as worse than it was before. Right. So like anything that I try, I have to keep alternating things so my body doesn't realize that it's okay to relax.
Right.
It's okay to relax.
Right.
We're gonna try some other things so you don't get too comfortable.
Right.
You know, it's just like life. You can't get too comfortable.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. So what's one of the juices that you're like trying? Like what are like
so so much. It takes me about an hour and a half every day to juice my juice for the day. So I can't prepare it ahead of time just because the nutrients and enzymes start to break down and oxidize over time.
Right.
So I have to do it daily. So what goes into my juices per day is it's 4 bunches of spinach, 4 bunches of kale, 4 bunches of arugula, 4 bunches of dandelion greens. I do 5 Granny Smith apples, 2 cucumbers, a bunch of celery, a bag of carrots, 3 finger widths worth of ginger. I throw 2 heads of broccoli in there, and also 1 clove of garlic, which the garlic helps to just eradicate all of the bad bacteria in my gut. There it is. Yeah, it doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't taste great. It smells, the kale. Have you ever, kale smells like farts in a bottle. So I've had to really just try to get used to that. It's hard. But I'm also drinking different teas, non-caffeinated teas, so herbal teas, and then as well as dandelion tea. So the dandelion root, as an addition into the juices, really helps to detoxify your liver. So it's an added assistance to help get rid of all of those toxins in my body, and I'm pissing like it's nobody's business. So everything's coming out.
Amen.
I'll be detoxed.
Nice and healthy.
I really want some food though. So I just want to eat. So Jason, my boyfriend, has this mouth guard thing that exercises your jaw muscles.
He exercises every muscle in his body.
I swear to God, he does. It's so funny. It's so funny.
We love you, Jason.
We love you, babe. But I kept telling him last night, I was like, I just want to chew something. I just want to chew something. So we're driving. He was just like, oh, here, take this. So he soaked his little thing in like a cleaning solution, and I just put it in my mouth, and I was just like driving and chewing. It felt great. It was like satisfying though. It was really fucking weird. And I got a workout.
Anyways, working out. Anyways.
What?
Sorry. I mean, you're talking about boyfriend, talking about
working out my jaw.
So, intakes of our body.
Yes. Lots of water. Water.
Yes. When in doubt, water. When you're contemplating something to drink, just get water. You can be at the bar, just get water.
Yo, I've legitimately gone out before, and I'm not a crazy drinker. I don't drink a lot when I go out. I'm like the mom.
And I can get away with it too, because when I go to like karaoke's or open mics and stuff like that, I'm like, I'm gonna sing. Can I just get some water?
Yeah, absolutely. But also, like, ain't no shame. I have done water shots with people. Like, everybody's taking shots. Pour me some water, please. I don't give a fuck.
It's all about the mental. It's about participating.
Yeah, but also just taking care of your body. And we're talking about intake and what we're putting into our body. It's also, you have to think of things on different like levels. So
Amen.
Also, something that I think is really important is how you breathe. This is something I've been learning from my boyfriend. He's been doing this new breath work exercise. Go figure. But how you breathe is definitely a part of your diet. It's something. It's like how you're taking in the world around you. So something with inflammation to focus on is like those little parts of your body that you're feeling the discomfort. Breathing into those with that breath. Yoga is super important.
That's the first thing I learned about yoga when I first started practicing it. You know, so like definitely I can definitely attest to that. Like breathing into those achy places in your body.
You feel it.
You take a deep breath, and then when you release and then you let go, you're like, oh wow, that feels great. And now imagine doing 3-4 breaths in that same spot.
Yeah.
You're doing an internal massage.
Literally.
And it feels amazing.
The power,
promise you.
Yeah, the power of intention, and like our minds are so incredibly powerful. So even like I'll do it at night before I go to bed if I'm feeling tight. Like I'll breathe into my neck and I'll breathe into my shoulders. I'll even breathe and feel what's happening like in my brainstem, because that's where I have the damage. And you can actually feel the difference when you're aware of taking full breaths, not shallow breathing, which
what we do most of the time.
What we do, and so we're not oxygenating our bodies,
Right.
you know. So just
Yeah.
really bringing awareness and attention to that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what today is about.
Cool.
Your intake of drinks in your case.
Juicing. Turmeric.
Juicing. Even doing that for a few days can really help your body rejuvenate itself. So
Press restart.
press restart. You gotta press restart every once in a while. Just like you gotta take vacation from work every once in a while. You gotta do the same thing with your body.
Yeah.
We only have one of them.
We only have
Good to go.
one. You gotta take care of that. Love it.
Absolutely. So thank you, Miss Keys, for coming and sharing your knowledge.
Thank you.
And my lovely followers and friends.
Ysanne.
Smooches.